Hey guys, today we're going to review the Lews Mach Crush, and we're going to talk a little bit about Lews Laser Pro. Stick with me. All right, let's talk about the Mach Crush. Now, I'm not going to read you the side of the box. I figure you guys can read your own. So let's get down to a little about what I've experienced with it. I picked this up in April. It's now August. As you can see, it's on my crankbait rod. And if I'm fishing 2, 3, 4 days a week, that means this is used every day. I picked the 7.5 to 1 gear ratio. I like that. This has the 9+1 ball bearing system, so really smooth, good casting reel. 20-pound drag. But the main features that I want to cover with you, something maybe is a little different. On the handle side, there is an external lube port. So if you want to lube this side of the reel, you can without taking it completely apart. And I thought that might be kind of a good idea because a lot of people might be a little intimidated to take that whole thing off. Can I get it back on again? So maybe the external lube port's a pretty good deal. On this side, in order to take the side plate off, Lews has made some changes. They have a little lever right here. You're going to push that lever down. You grab the side plate and you just pull it right off. That removes the side plate. Get inside, change your braking system, lubricate, new spools, whatever you're doing. Set that back down. The key is you push down just a little bit on it. You move that handle just slightly and it falls into place and you hear that click. At that point in time, you move it up the rest of the way. That locks it into place. That's an important feature. We're going to get into more about that in just a little bit. Handles. I don't know what you call these things, but they're not my favorite handle. If that's probably a downside to this, for this reel, that's it for me, but that's kind of personal preference. I mean, I tend to like the flat handles. I put grippers on them. I might change that out, put the flat handles on. As I said, I'm using this on a crankbait rod. Now I've noticed through the summer of using it, if I'm throwing a 1.5 square bill, maybe I'm throwing a Spro's Little John style, I don't seem to have too much trouble. But when I'm throwing something like an S-crank or a deep diver, something's got a lot of wobble to it, I keep losing the handles during the retrieve. And it's just, I'm not getting a good enough grip on them. But as I said, that's me, that's personal preference. You might think these are the greatest handles around, so I just thought I'd let you know that. Color. That is bright orange, isn't it? Now, I suppose if you're a Tennessee Vols fan or a Denver Bronco fan, it fits right in, but I kind of looked at that and thought, boy, I don't know if I want that orange or not. But I have 4 of the Lews Laser Pros all on Dobbins rods, so when I turn around, everything looks exactly the same. So there is a bit of an advantage here now. I mean, I can look out of the corner of my eye. If I see orange, that's my crankbait rod, and I know it. So Lews quality, like they've always got, you can't argue with that. But let's get down to what I consider the most important part of this, why I'm going to be talking about the Laser Pro 2 and how they're interconnected. So how is the Laser Pro and the Mach Crush connected? Well, as I said, I had 4 of the Laser Pros. 3 of them I acquired in 2017, which had the lever on the side, but that was the original version, and the side plates kept falling off. Until actually one day I had one fall off and go in the lake. So I called Lews, they said, no problem, we'll send you a new side plate. 2 days later, they called me back and said, well, we can't send you a new side plate because that model of the Laser Pro has been discontinued. But if you'd like a new reel, send us that one back, we'll get you another reel, you can upgrade, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And that brings us to the Mach Crush. I sent one back and got a new Mach Crush. Immediately when I got this, I noticed the side plate had been changed. They had the little difference in the lever now that would click and lock into place, and that didn't happen with the Laser Pro. But I still had 2 of these, still had the problem. Then earlier this week, I happened to get an ad from Cabela's. And lo and behold, it's got a Laser Pro in it. And I thought, I thought you discontinued that. So I went to Cabela's and I took a look. Sure enough, new Laser Pro, but the new side plate on today's Laser Pro is like the one here on the Mach Crush. So that means they solved the problem. So I then went home and called Lews. And I kind of explained the whole story just like I have here today. And so I got two of these. One sitting on the shelf with a broken handle, I can't use it. And this one I've got on my frog rod, so I don't use it very much, and I got electrical tape on it to hold the side on so it quits falling off every damn day. But I said, I noticed you have a new Laser Pro. I said, can I take the side plate from the new Laser Pro and put it on my older Laser Pro? So we had to get down to the numbers. They're right here on the side. It's LP1SHB. B is the important letter. Yes, it would work. So Lews is sending me two new side plates to put on my two existing Laser Pro reels that still have that problem. That to me is the most important part of all of this, because I'm figuring a lot of people are going to be hearing stories about Lews side plates falling off. All people are unhappy with it. And hey, a few months back, you'd have heard that from me. I was so sick and tired of those things falling off every day. And I mean, I was calling Lews every name in the book. I was not happy with them. But I noticed this one did not do it. Only one time has that side plate come off, and at that point in time, I think I hit the lever. Not positive, so probably human error instead. But the old one was still the problem, but now it seems that Lews has corrected that and made it right. So that's what I really wanted to get down to here. In case you were hearing side plate problems, yeah, they did exist on the 217 models, and if you got one, they're still existing today. Lews might not want me to tell you this, but hey, I'd give them a call. I got a new side plate, maybe you can, and correct the problem. So I really want to commend Lews. You stood behind your product. I mean, you get a thumbs up from me today. A few months ago, you'd have got one of these. I was not happy with yours, and I would have never recommended this Laser Pro reel to anyone anymore. But now that you've fixed it, I got no problems with it. They both do an excellent job. They both have Lews quality, and I guarantee you, these guys are standing behind their product. Thanks for sticking with me. Subscribe to our channel if you would. Hope to see you again real soon.